Shalom, back with part 6. Let's continue here. All right. So again, all right. O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. And the Lord tells you that all throughout. All right. That he shall bring them down. You read it in Revelations, the 18th chapter. You'll read it in Obadiah. Okay. Okay. Verses 3 and 4. All right. It's all over the scriptures, people. All right. And the Lord, keeps his promises. All right. The Lord is nothing but loyal. All right. He's been nothing but loyal. All right, and faithful and true unto his people, all right, about everything, all right. So verse 17, also Edom, see that? Edom shall be a desolation. This is talking about America, Babylon the Great. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. You see that? As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and remember that America, Babylon the Great, all right, is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. And you read that in Revelations 11:8. Okay? It'll tell you that there. And the dead bodies that lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. You see that? Sodom, as in Sodom and Gomorrah, which we just read here, and spiritually Egypt being the house of bondage for the Israelites. And the Israelites, this is a house of bondage. This is the modern day Egypt, all right, spiritually, all right, because the majority of the Israelites for the Exodus, when the Lord comes back, a majority is going to come out of America, Babylon the Great. And I'm talking about the Negro, Latino, and Native American that make up 12 tribes of Israel. All right? And you can read that in Jeremiah 50 and 33. Okay? And then you would, hit up on the precepts. Okay? All right? Then you would hit up on the precepts. Matter of fact, I'll take you over there in a minute. We'll do that to show you. All right? I know we'll go on a little bit off the thing, but again, we're still talking, to give you understanding. Right, so we're giving you some background and further understanding. All right, so as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, saith the Lord Yahweh, because it's in all cap, no man shall abide there, neither shall the Son of Man dwell in it. You see that? There you go. All right, let's further prove this again. Let's go to Jeremiah 50. 33, all right. All right, give me a minute. All right. Jeremiah 50, 33, and we'll read to the 34th verse, and I'll take you to a precept. All right, so to prove to you people, we are talking about, America, Babylon the Great, which is also known as the daughter of Babylon, daughter of the Chaldeans, known as Basra, known as Edom, known spiritually as Sodom and Egypt. All right, you understand? Okay, it's all coded, all right, for America, Babylon the Great, all right? All right, so thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the host of armies, the children of Israel, that would be the northern kingdom, the 10 Indian tribes known as the Latinos and Native Americans. That's what makes up, all right, those tribes there. And again, I mean, I'm not saying that, southern tribes aren't mixed in with them, all right, because they are, all right. But anyway, the point is this, all right? That's talking about the northern kingdom, all right? Talking about the children of Israel. And the children of Judah, talking about the southern kingdom, talking about Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and his companions, all right? They were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast, and they refused to let them go, all right? Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord Yahweh, the host of armies is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. Now, by the way, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom were never in captivity under the Babylonians, only the southern kingdom. So how could that be talking about ancient Babylon? It's not. You understand? There was a split in the kingdoms, and we, had separate captivities. All right, this is all after, Egypt. This is why you have to know your history in order to know the mystery, people. All right, you understand? So that's what proves that, and we're going to further prove it right now. All right, that we're talking about the daughter of Babylon, America, Babylon the Great. This is what it's talking about. So this scripture is talking about us being captive here, in the now, in the present, okay? And it have been for the past, 529 years. You understand? Since that crystal ball Cologne that Columbus came here, all right? All right, let's jump to the precept here. Jeremiah 16. All right. Jeremiah 16. Pick it up at verse 14. Therefore, behold, the day is come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that it shall no more be said that the Lord Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. So there, when he's saying the children of Israel, he's talking about all 12 tribes in this case, right there. But the Lord Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel, right, all 12 tribes, from the land of the north, North America, America, Babylon the Great. See that, people? And from all the lands, whether he had driven them, right? We are scattered into all nations, right? As in James 1:1, to the 12 tribes of Israel that were scattered abroad, okay? All right? Whether he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land. See that? He's going to bring us into our land. Whose land? The Lord's land, which is what? Israel. Jerusalem. So you people already know that didn't happen in 1948, right? That's corporate state. See, you already know that. You already know that's not the people, all right? Because the Lord didn't come, all right? And there would be peace on the earth, right? Once the Israelites were back in the land, right? Has there been peace on the earth? Or has there been wars and wars and wars since 1948? As there were wars even before 1948. Yeah. Okay. So there's been no peace. So they're not the people. Everybody knows that. All right. They just want to hold on to their deceptions and lies. All right. Ezekiel 36:5 clearly tells you there that the Balfour Declaration was prophesied. So it was prophecy that they would do that they would take, into possession, the Lord's land. Because he tells you that right there in Ezekiel 36:5. All right? And remember that was written, what? Over 2,000 years ago, 2,500 years ago? But it was prophesied before that. Before Esau was ever born. You understand? This stuff was already envisioned and then given on to the angels who gave it on to the prophets. You understand? Written on scrolls. And eventually this gets into book form. You understand, people? All right? It's all prophecy. All right. So, but the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, talking about North America, Babylon the Great, and from all the lands where he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land, which is Israel, that I gave unto their fathers. See that? All right? People get it? You understand that? All right, let's move on. Let's get back to 2 Peter, I believe, right? Let's do that. 2 Peter 3:10, right? All right. So, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, right? Because again, the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also, and the works that therein shall be burnt up, right? So seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought to ye be? You ought to be in all holy conversation and godliness. You understand that? Because you don't know when the Lord's coming, right? Because it says here, he shall come as a thief in the night. You go ahead and be wicked, the Lord's going to surprise you. All right? He's going to come in unawares. And what are you, drunk? In wickedness? So you have to be what? You have to be sober, people. All right? You have to be paying attention. All right? You have to do your best to try and keep the laws, all right, as best you can, because you're in your captivity. So you do the best that you can. Make an effort, all right? Trust me, it counts for something, all right? The scriptures clearly express that, all right? So verse 12, looking for and hastening unto the coming day of the God power. You see that? Wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. And that's what Elder Apostle Tahar, had pronounced, that, we're hastening onto the coming of the Lord this year, all right? All right, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, okay? Look at the word new, kainos. I already know what it means. This is for you all right?
Strong's G 2537, kainos. Kainos.
It means to be refreshed, okay? So, and the earth cleanses people. See that? New, respect. So everything's made new. Recently made, fresh, all right? A new kind, unprecedented. You see that? So everything's going to be renewed, because what does fire do? It purifies, people. It purifies, all right? So when you're reading that, all right, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth. Everything's going to be refreshed, made new. You understand? Because the earth abideth forever. The earth ain't going nowhere. Certain parts of the earth are going to burn, like America, Babylon the Great, Europe, the Middle East. You understand? But down there, all that's going to get rebuilt, not America. America is going to be a memorial unto the Lord, a burning sacrifice unto the Lord. All right, so Yahweh Shai and the angels are going to have a barbecue on that day with America. All right. Let me see here. All right, so wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent, okay? All right? You should be rooted in these scriptures, all right? You should be rooted in these scriptures. Again, what does it say over there? What does it say over there? Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of thy times, right? And strength of salvation and fear of the Lord is his treasure, all right? So anyway, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found in him in peace and without spot and blameless. We'll be right back. In a minute. We'll be right back with part 7. Shalom.